Hello and welcome to Elevate Your Business, everyone. I'm your host, Jarecki, and I'm thrilled to guide you through another inspiring episode designed to empower your entrepreneurial journey. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to Ryan Van Ornum. Ryan's journey is truly inspiring, from serving in the U.S. Air Force to become a successful entrepreneur across multiple industries. As a founder of
Synergist.
Ryan has revolutionized how businesses approach staffing and growth. But that's not all. He's also made his mark in real estate and business brokerage. Today, we'll dive into Ryan's transition from military life to the business world, explore his innovative approach to entrepreneurship, and discover how he balances being a veteran, a father, and a business owner. Get ready for some valuable insights on empowering others and creating multiple streams of success. Let's give a warm welcome to Ryan Van Ornum. Ryan, it is wonderful to see you again. How are you doing, my friend?
Fantastic. I would only be any better because I'm in Colorado if I was next to that beach that's behind you, my friend. But otherwise, I'm living life and I'm loving it every single day.
Well, you are more than welcome to come down and visit. That is Caramboa Beach Resort, kind of on the northwestern side of the island. And it's the hiking trail right to the left of where we're at that I actually had my experience and journey a couple of weeks ago. So I love the picture. I decided that even though there's a bit of memory with it, I'm still going to use it.
I like it. I like it.
So to start with, could you share a little bit about yourself and your business with our audience?
Absolutely. Once again, my name is Ryan Van Ornum. I'm owner of a Wolfpack Property Group in Colorado Springs. I also own a virtual assistant company called Synergist. And then I also have a business brokerage. And then I also have a thing that we're launching here pretty quickly, a national referral network for military and veterans called Millpreneur, how to help people transition and get their business out there through military entrepreneurship. I kind of jammed the words together, but that'll be launching in March.
Outstanding. I want to learn more about that and have others that will be interested. So definitely keep us posted.
So I came from the military, obviously. I was combat communications. I was enlisted at the time, 1 to '05. I got to go play in the sandbox for a little bit at the start of the war. And then I learned a whole bunch about structure, integrity, service before self, and then being able just to apply that. I went out and got my master's degree in education. I gave back and I served and I taught kids for about 4 or 5 years as well. And then I decided to get out of educational bureaucracy and the Department of Defense bureaucracy and started my own businesses and haven't looked back since. I love being able to help people in my own way and have some autonomy with it. And being able to help people grow is what I love to do, whether it's with our real estate team, helping people find the right property, or the investment strategy with real estate, or with virtual assistants, or being able to help them with the military side of things and being able to help their business grow with Millpreneur. So like so many different options, but I really do love being able to scale and help people scale for themselves. So it's such a fun concept and I love what we do.
I love it. And you've been through such a journey at this point. How do you define success today?
I define success by when I can lay my head down on my pillow at night, that I'm proud of what I've done to give my kids a better life. Like it's just as simple as that. I pack my schedule every single day, but I'm going to find the biggest win or the smallest win. It doesn't matter. That W, I'm going to find it one way or another, and that's success for the day. You know this in business and entrepreneurial mindset. We're going to get kicked a few times, probably daily. There's always fires to put out, but I'm not going to focus on those negativities. I'm going to focus on, even if it's the smallest thing that, I got a call back from somebody, or I had a message returned, or, somebody, it could be something very large that with our virtual assistant company that we have somebody wanting to have a whole call center. I'm working on one just today that a whole real estate team of 40 professionals in 5 states want to use our services. So that's phenomenal to me. That's a big W, but even if it's just somebody that I have a business conversation around what we're doing and it clicks for them, that's a W. Like I got to take those W's, and that's what success is for me.
And a little bit about how has your definition of success evolved over time?
So when I got out of the military, I was, I was 25, 26, and success, I was so driven on proving everything and everyone that I could do something instead of proving it for myself. And like now I just find joy in the process and not having to understand that like the end result is going to come. I have an exit plan on every single thing that I do, but I don't have to be there right now. That you can enjoy the journey. And what I found with that is I don't look to be happy anymore. I think that there's a difference between happiness and joy. And I want to be full of joy and gratefulness
Hmm.
and enjoying the journey and enjoying the ride because we don't get to do this twice. You get to do it once. So, the more joy and gratefulness that I can find on a daily basis with just little things along the way, it it's honestly it spreads to everybody that you're around. Just as negativity may poison a company, positivity can infiltrate and spread as well. And if I lead by that, so many people are going to take that and run with it for themselves.
Absolutely love it. And of course, this journey from there to today and into the future is always wrought with challenges, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What are two of those key challenges and the lessons learned to pass along to our audience?
I would say the number one thing that I can respond to is don't try to do everything yourself. Like I suck at a lot of stuff, but I recognize that I'm not good in real estate. I hate the paperwork. I really do. But I have people that are way better at that in our virtual assistant company. I have people that do digital marketing. I have people that do website design, bookkeeping, medical coding, transcribing, paralegal work, lead generation, admin tasks, calendar management, all of these things. So all of that stuff has to be done, but I can leverage it out because the 20% that I do is going to make me the 80% of the cash flow necessary to continue to build and build quickly. What we found with that type of model, it grows exponentially faster because I'd rather have a specialist, we call them synergists, but I'd rather have a specialist in those areas that are just phenomenal at what they do instead of just trying to do something average by myself.
Makes a lot of sense. Having that work taken away from our to-do list, which is never ending.
Right.
Focusing on the things we do enjoy while making sure that the things that are necessary for the business get accomplished at the quality and standard levels we're looking for. Absolutely.
Absolutely. The second one would be know your growth plan and monitor that on a weekly basis. So I start with a year plan. Here's my big goals that I want to achieve. Certain amount of sales, a certain amount of gross revenue that I'm looking to achieve, how many hours I'm going to put into it per week, those type of things. And then I work backwards on a monthly goal. What does this look like? Do we have a calendar set up for our social media management? Do we have a calendar set up for operations? What does our growth plan look like? And it's not just business wise, it's like health wise too. I knew I could not do certain things physically in January, but in February, I know that's getting implemented. I know that's the next step. But if I don't have that marked into my growth, I'm winging it. And I don't want to wing my health. I don't want to wing my business. And like to me, the more purposeful that you are about what you do, you're planning to succeed. And if you don't plan, you're kind of planning to fail. We can all wing it and get by, but I don't want to just get by. I want to thrive.
A metaphor that I often use is that the military always walks out the door with a plan.
Yeah,
Now, that plan generally changes the first step out the door.
right,
Without that plan, how do you direct people on what to do and where to go when that plan changes? You have to have the foundation, and that
right.
provides that ongoing guidance to ensure that we accomplish our objectives.
You can still
Well,
make adjustments as you go, but at
right.
least you have a direction. Like there's my North Star. I may go 5 degrees off this way and come back, but at least I know where I'm going. If I don't have that North Star type of goals to everything I do, I can be 40, 50 degrees off and I totally miss the target. And being able to make those small adjustments because you break it down yearly, monthly, and weekly, daily, now I can really fine tune what we're doing. When you race cars, or if you've been a part of a team, there's minute adjustments pay big dividends at the end of things, but it's all the way through the race, all the way through the game. You're constantly making those minute adjustments, and that's what daily accountabilities are for. And to me, that's what I found that's paid us so much more dividends and like such a more rich type of life too. Cause like it can be applied to spirituality or being centered, your wellness. Like we have a wellness wheel, like financial wellness, job wellness, wellness with your personal, wellness with your spouse, wellness with your financials, all of these things. And if you don't have one of those things, you're running on a flat tire. That's the way we kind of look at, and that's how I help and coach my team members, my business partners, all of that stuff.
I love it. So as we talk about innovation, how are you leveraging innovation to accomplish all those objectives?
Man, I can tell you this. There's so much that is, and I don't like using just the acronym AI because there's so much more in depth to that, whether it's automation through marketing, automation through whether it's email or socials or whatever it is with chatbots. What we found with the hiring process, we can take over 2 million candidates and pair that down with different assessments using artificial intelligence that they match the job requirements specifically what we're looking for. You can get in such minute details that you're getting some of the best people on the planet for those roles and opportunities. And what I found, matching it with their personality assessment, that's been huge. Utilizing artificial intelligence for that kind of stuff has been really big. And then for what we have on the other side, that's the hiring side. And then the production side, utilizing AI for ChatGPT, utilizing NVIDIA and different programs to help production take those production times of video creation from 3 days to maybe 15 minutes. It's pretty amazing to see what we can do now.
Yeah, absolutely incredible, isn't it? You know, since the mid 1990s, when I was a total quality management consultant, and I was also one of the two lead process engineers for the organization I worked for, it's always been about people, process, technology wrapped in the right culture. What
Right.
I hear you talking about really hasn't changed that.
No.
All it's done is morph it into where and how we're applying each one of those. But there's still an incredibly integrated set best practice frameworks. Any thoughts around that?
I'm going to handle one objection that I hear from so many people, whether it's in any type of business right now. Is AI going to replace us? And I can honestly say it's not going to replace any of the areas that we're in. It's going to help infuse our talents. It's only going to replace you if you allow you to be replaced. Because what we've seen is you'll create other opportunities for yourself with utilizing artificial intelligence. I find that there's certain things and certain aspects that can be managed much easier. And I don't hear anybody complaining that we're not printing on the printing press anymore. To me, with what is happening with innovation right now is moving so quickly, it's a fear and a scarcity mindset instead of looking at it as an abundance mindset. Like the world is our oyster if you go out and honestly attack it with massive action. I would rather screw up, make a mistake, own it, and move forward because I learned it instead of waiting and getting ran over by it.
I think that is an awesome message, an awesome lesson to pass forward.
I will say that with innovation, whether we want it or not, it's happening. There's three different types of revolutions happening right now, and we've never seen this in human history that's been recorded. We've seen the industrial revolution. We've seen the auto revolution, the computer revolution in the 90s, the internet revolution in the 2000s. Right now, we have the AI revolution, we have DNA revolution, and we have blockchain revolution. All three of those are changing our world as we know it, and more. But the thing is, it's not changing it for bad. It's being able to understand how to utilize those things and staying in front of it. Because the people that stay in front of it, you don't have to create it. You just have to understand it a little bit and be open to change. Most people, they get stuck in complacency, and that's the killer of all business to begin with.
One thing I want to step back and talk about is that there is so much change going out there at such a pace, it's not even funny. And
Right.
it is demanding more of us because the organizations that people work for and as business owners, our clients are demanding more every day. So it's not like we're able to get ahead of the curve as much as keep up, get a little bit ahead and stay ahead. Any advice relative to how to narrow down this huge barrage of changes and new opportunities, to your earlier point, so that they don't become, business owners out there don't become overwhelmed with options and are able to effectively, successfully move forward?
Even though I have a master's degree in education, I never stopped learning. I just learn it a different way now. So I have to learn and keep up with industry trends. If you're a plumber, do you think that plumbing has changed in 50 years?
Well, I know it has.
Right, right. So saying that you're not going to keep up with something because, oh, we're just the trades, that doesn't make sense to me because there's technology happening in every single walk of life. That to me is like whether it's going to conferences, speaking to people, because once again, I'm going to look in an abundance mindset. I can't get every business owner to be my client, but I can try. But I can also learn from the people that are doing it better than me or bigger than me currently in my own field. Because if I can learn from them and have a mentor or have a coach of some sort of business coach, all of these factors are going to keep me. It's kind of like when you're warming up your joints when you're going to be active. You, as a 20-year-old, yeah, everything moves easily. I'm 46 now. I got to warm up a little bit. And, having that coach, having that mentor is kind of like helping somebody warm up so you can understand how to, make better decisions. Cause like if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others.
A wonderful message. And the only thing that I want to add there is for all those business owners and entrepreneurs out there, consider this. You're going to have so many shiny objects coming at you. The best way to do is to focus on what your core areas of need that help you move forward on your goals and objectives. Number one. Number two, carve out a certain amount of time each week to focus there and spend no more than that amount of time actually investigating those options. Doing that will help you focus on driving revenue growth while never staying too far away from what's going on and what can help you achieve those goals more readily, more quickly. Any final thoughts around that?
Yeah, going down rabbit holes and going on a tangent for 2 or 3 weeks will actually derail your business if you're looking to do something. You got to be able to do research, rather quickly, understand what the trends are happening, talk to people about it, and then accurately make a decision. Even if it's that you have to pivot again, but what I've seen, more people are actually hindered by paralysis by analysis than they are by just taking action.
Final messages for our audience. If there was one thing you could share with them that they really must consider for their life and business success, what would that be?
For me, I I didn't grow up with a lot of confidence. I grew up being told I wasn't going to be very much and stuff like that. So believe in yourself because you can achieve so much if you choose that. Don't let people take that away from you and I'm going to just say it again, take massive action because even if I make a mistake, I'm still moving in the right direction. I can always readjust, but getting started is the hardest part. You ever seen an airplane get off the ground? It doesn't go off the ground by halfway or a quarter. That thing's full throttle. So I may be aggressive in nature, but I'd rather do it that way. I've taken my hits before, but I'd rather take those hits and move forward than hoping the safe journey is going to be there.
Excellent message. Thank you so much for that. And thank you, everyone. That wraps up today's episode. A huge thank you to Ryan Van Ornum for sharing his incredible journey from military service to entrepreneurial success. His insights on building multiple streams of income and empowering others are truly inspiring. Now we want to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge in balancing business growth with personal life? Drop your thoughts in the comments or send us a message. We'd love to continue the conversation. And here's a follow-up to consider. What's your top tip for effectively delegating tasks to grow your business? Share your strategies, and let's learn from each other. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who might need a little inspiration today. Until next time, stay innovative, persistent, and keep growing.